junk supplements, PEDs, banned substances. We go undercover to expose these companies. They could be hiding in your house. Okay, let's see here. Testo boosters, junk. Apple cider gummies, junk. Paracetamol, junk. Viagra. Well, I am back, baby. I'm back. A bit longer than from the previous episode because I lost a camera battery. Kid threw it under the fucking sofa, but that's not important. So we're back with another very important topic, which is junk supplements. Stop wasting your money. Now, have I wasted my money in the past with junk supplements? Absolutely. Do I still do it? Probably. Yeah. I do like the placebo supplements, but we're going to go through the common junk supplements to kind of avoid, especially for people beginning. It's very common when you start fitness journeys, want to lose weight or bulk. You love going into the, especially the cheap stores, like over here we have Poundlands, but you know in America maybe Walmarts, or you're sort of more like massive supermarket wholesale chains and going to their fitness aisle to see what they have, you know, which could aid you towards your fitness journey, especially if you've only started. And you see an array, a complete array of these products, stretching from BCAAs to muscle building tablets to dick pills, proteins, all sorts. It is very confusing market, and it has you believing that it's the only way. I'm here to tell you today that it's not. Save your pennies in your pocket for the more important shit. So I'm going to go straight into it, but before I do, remember to please subscribe if you do like it. But if you hate it, don't subscribe, and just fuck off if you hate it. Okay, so the first one you're probably going to see in your stores, especially for guys, this is going to be very attractive. I mean, this is going to be very irresistible. And that is Testo tablets, Testo pills. A complex boost capsules. I have tried this, by the way, just for fun to see if it does anything. Spoiler alert, it does nothing. In fact, it makes your dick floppier. So these claim to be testosterone boosters. Okay. Now I'll tell you one thing. These are not test boosters, especially not for £4. I'll tell you the one thing it does boost testosterone. Obviously, opposite from what I'm going to tell you naturally does it. The one supplement it does is testosterone itself. You know, steroids. So this product here, right? Most of them have a lot of natural ingredients in them themselves. Now, some ingredients aren't bad, I'm not going to lie to you. They have zinc, for example. Zinc is an important supplement and a vitamin that you should work into your diet, and it does contribute towards muscle building and recovery, just like magnesium and stuff. So zinc is quite important, but the daily amount it has is very low compared to what you would actually just get if you just bought zinc yourself. These can range from a few dollars to £4. It's so cheap. Test boosters, there's no point. I'll tell you the best way to boost your test. Get over 7 hours sleep, train compounds, lift heavy, eat the right foods, get your proteins and amino acids in. That's it, and you'll have high test. Also, a weird study, be competitive. Yeah, they showed that if you follow some sort of football team or support some form of team that would be competitive to the other, that competitive levels actually raise the testosterone a little bit. So, yeah, so you get fun muscles, more promotion of weight loss, and harder dicks. BCAAs, you'll see a load of these powder forms. I used to get BCAAs for years, and I mix it between BCAAs and amino acids. They were great. They were tasty. They spice up your water, and you feel like you're drinking muscle juice, whatever that is. An actual juice that puts on muscle. BCAAs are... Okay, so you have amino acids and BCAAs, branched chain amino acids and amino acids. Branched chain's only around about 3. Now, it doesn't make up your essential amino acids. The 3 BCAAs are more special properties that are meant to aid towards the more special elements of recovery and muscle building, and which they may contribute to some. The essential amino acid route is much more superior to go because it's going to ensure you get all the essential amino acids that make up the building blocks for proteins and muscle building. So amino acids are much better to go than BCAAs. One thing is BCAAs are much cheaper. Now, a lot of these BCAAs do contain calories in it. So if you're looking to lose weight and you're thinking the BCAAs are going to contribute, you're better just off drinking water. You're better off, and to save a bit of money. Now, obviously, I can't tell you what to do with your money. If you prefer that drink afterwards, sure. But what I'm telling you is it's not really making much of a difference. Now, in terms of making backwards progress, probably not either. But talking about a bit about losing money, there's no need to go in and buy BCAAs. If the alternative would be amino acids. Now, even amino acids, if you're eating your cat protein per day, enough for what your body weight should be, then really amino acids, some argue, is not really worth it. However, some studies have shown that increased protein synthesis when taking amino acids, which means you're much more receptible to training and eating afterwards. So I would caution on the side of getting a good quality amino acid, personally. More so just because I've seen in my own personal training benefits from it, taking it during and after, but BCAAs, for years taking it, there's really no point. And especially if you see something in a shop for like £7 or a few dollars, usually it's junk. This is a new one. Apple cider vinegar is all the rage at the minute. Now, I took this during my prep a lot. It would be a small glass of apple cider vinegar at night. What it's shown is it's shown to lower insulin levels. Now, that's good at night because it will, in theory, help your body metabolize through the fats more than opposed to the lower your insulin levels are, the more your body processing through those sort of cells. So it's better off taking, having it lowered at those periods of time when you're sleeping and fasting. And that's what apple cider vinegar is shown to do. Now, we don't have too much concrete evidence, but it's more or less shown that. More or less. Now, you have these gummies, these are all the grains now, so instead of people not liking to take a lovely glass of vinegar, you have it in gummy form. Now, what we've realised is, I took these before. My missus bought me one on Christmas. Now, the version she got was great, there was no extras, but in some of the cheap shops, we got one for a few dollars, £4. I'm not going to keep converting currencies because, they're not going to get the yen and Uganda dollars. This is cheap like the budgie. So this one, 2 gummies provided, apple cider vinegar, 100 milligrams, right, and full of gas and B12. All right, cool. But when you go into the ingredients, look very carefully. What's it made from? Glucose syrup, sugar. Well, that kind of defeats the fucking point, doesn't it? It's made of sugar. So when I'm gonna take the thing, it's gonna rise into, for fuck's sake. So they're just wee things. Check the ingredients. I mean, you find it fucking stupid. And now let's go into the proteins. Now, there's obviously much more weird supplements out there, but these are the main ones I can think that people come towards. Protein powders would be the biggest one now. So protein powders are good. If you're not gonna get your protein cap or you're on the go, take protein powders. It's definitely handy for people because most people cannot eat enough protein. But the ones in them shops are kind of shit. They tend to have a lot. I'll give you an example. Right? So most of them have Bounty, Snickers, or Mars bar proteins. Here's a wee tip. If the protein is made from that, and that's the main brand of it, it's probably shit. Now you look at the protein content on these things. I'll put a visual on screen here. Bounty protein, 10 grams of protein per serving. Wow, 10 grams. Mars bar protein, little to 10 grams of protein. Wow, they're shit. The more calories, more sugar than normal proteins, they're shit. Do they taste good? Probably do, probably taste great. But again, if you're losing weight, building muscle, you're an adult or a young teen, you should be able to hack a bit of discipline. If you cannot hack discipline and you need a tasty protein and you can't take something in, you're going to struggle later on because things are going to get much more difficult from here out there when you're chugging blended chicken in a bowl. And you can always think, I've done it, I've been there. Protein bars, you can get a lot of cheap ones there. Protein bars are not bad on the go. If you are struggling to have a meal replacement or to have a meal review, protein bars are not bad, especially if you're traveling a lot in stores. But unfortunately, protein bars are only good when you get the really expensive ones. The ones that are like £2. They seem to have little to no sugars and high proteins. The cheap ones at 90p, 80p I used to take, them things are shit. They're shit. And a lot of them stores have a lot of them. But you don't need protein bars. It's a common one I see as well when people start training, and I did it. I used to buy them in bulk when I started for the first 2 years. I would buy the grenade bars in bulk, the wholesale ones. I wasted so much money on that, thinking that, oh, this is, there you go, protein bar, 11 o'clock, Mr. Muscle. Better off, take amino or protein shake or whatever, if you can't take a B, but you better, do you know what's lovely? Some wee crackers and cottage cheese, that's a lovely wee snack. So it's more important to just save you money. The alternatives to all this, especially when starting out, is to eat clean. The basic, if you don't have any dairy requirements, the basics: eggs, chicken, turkey, mince, carb sources, rice, pasta, potato, fat sources, almonds, peanut butter, avocados. Get over 7 hours sleep, train, make sure you have recovery. That will do everything you need. And supplement correctly around that. Vitamins and a multivitamin, obviously, is essential. Get it from high quality sources, is my opinion. I have tried cheap sources before, and some do. There is some supplements out there that you can't get away with cheap. But that'll be tried and experiment. I'm not going to tell you what ones they are because it's more fun to let you figure out yourself and guess, because that's part of the journey. But if you're here in Northern Ireland, there's some great companies. One of my favourite ones in Northern Ireland right now is Supreme Supplements NI. If you're around Northern Ireland, that district of Belfast, not only the quality that they offer in terms of supplements, it's always the highest quality you get, the brands, but some of it can be same day delivery. I'm not talking about same day like 6 hours, I'm talking about maybe like a couple hours at your fucking door. I mean, when you're lying and you're just busting for vitamin and it's right there, you can't beat it. And it is really, really, trust me, having protein at your door straight away, it's something to be said. That is exceptional service. And I'm not affiliated, by the way, but that's just a tip in Northern Ireland. Obviously, if you're more abroad, you've got big companies, companies like My Protein and stuff like that, and Bulk. But I think a lot of the places can be overpriced for what the supplements are. It's more branded. Just because it says My Protein on it, they've now hugged the prices up. So just learn what the supplements are, learn what the ingredients should be in them, and try to go from there and save yourself some bucks. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Hope it was shed some sort of light and it saved you some sort of money. Just enjoy the process. Enjoy it. Have fun. If you want to experiment with supplements and you think that's going to motivate you more, be my guest. But just have a bit of an eye on the mis-selling in some of these shops, and don't start going into dollar stores and pound stores and find 40 quid down the drain on something that's maybe going to stay in the cupboard or something that maybe actually hinders your progress. Anyway, this is Carl from the Ox Den, and I'll see you the next time. I will.